Cops have little to no room for error in their job. Having sin.
Hey, yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
Warrants out for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrant
Probably need to talk to you.
after suddenly being confronted by multiple police officers, but still made his identity in any way, they immediately decide to do this instead.
Came back from his probation officer.
Get your hands out now. You got 3 seconds. Hold on. All right, take me.
Get off, move. You coming?
Y'all ain't let me know what's
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Move, Fox, move.
Giving the order to tase him. According to the cops, Patrick was but to stun him. But even after being tased and detained, the
Quit resisting.
I got him, guys. Just search whatever he's going.
predictably, they find nothing other than his wallet. This would end up being
Patrick Mumford. That lady not gonna tell me that I got a warrant.
The deal. When we ask you for ID because you look a lot like
This, but the way you came up, asked me out of nowhere.
Remember, the cop, they were worried he was reaching for a weapon when he was shuffling back in the car to identify himself, but now the cop is patronizing him and saying he whole vehicle.
What's the guy name?
Is there someone here to stay here that looks like... Who does he look a lot like?
I don't know.
I know that now.
Oh, they thought it was my son?
Yes.
I'm looking at that picture. I mean,
Don't they
It's
look
not
alike?
far off.
Appearance, but the cops apparently saw so many that they were comfortable with lose his job and position at college. Thankfully, though, an internal officers were suspended, and Patrick was awarded with a settlement with not so much as a second thought from the police. But they failed to realize
On the ground. All right, put your hands behind your back.
David was put into cuffs and left on the car with a similar license plate, and the cops pulled David over a lost line of sight. Instead, they decided to wait until David was on the
I swear.
Since you give me that tag. Here, you good. You're good. All right. You have a good one, okay?
identified as the wrong guy. But that wasn't enough for David, and battery and false imprisonment. In the complaint, David alleged last. He also notes that the apology was a mockery. He managed to show exactly how you should handle it when he stumbled upon Joseph Griffin, a man who he said,
Really? Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? Black shorts. And they said that you had a beard, alright? So I'm not...
this very interaction can be, especially if it turns out he's not.
Okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're... I just got this online. It's live? Do you mind sending it, okay? Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
Joseph respectfully arrested and not being charged with anything. They just don't want to give him the opportunity.
If it's not you, we're going to cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But a little bit scary. Yep. This is it was a burglary.
The cops are doing their best to put Joseph at ease, but definitely still tell he's on edge.
We appreciate you being very cooperative. Do you really think we want to be out here killing people? Do you honestly think that?
The witness, who had just received a picture of Joseph.
So good news for you. We got a picture. Again, he's going to run it through. Make sure it's
with a single suspect and simply asked if that's their guy. Extra details can create confusion and even cause cops to let the this one is starting to look like.
What's your name, man?
Joseph.
Joseph. Hey, man. I get why they went out with you for sure. Could just had a prescription and that. It's pretty good. But once we finally got the picture.
Joseph was sent on his way back to his wife and daughter with no further action taken or have involved fairly innocuous crimes. But that's all about.
You're not going to tell me how to talk, all right? You shut your fucking motherfucking...
911, is on what's the address, your emergency? 704 Horizon 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital on Horizon Drive, the same street the gunshots were heard at the ship event he was attending that day. Unfortunately for him, the gas station
Shooting at 3 o'clock in the morning. So they have traffic blocked.
Aaron know traffic would be the least of his worries that day. He uses his blinker to make a U-turn in front of the police blockade, wait for his other friends to turn up. It's at this point Aaron is approaching.
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
Please roll down your window more so I can talk to you.
No. What do you need?
Right here, this is Corporal Church.
Okay.
As well.
Okay.
All right, so I need you to identify.
True, and he is well within his rights to refuse to identify himself. To exercise this right, to which the cop isn't best pleased.
I actually do.
What crime do you suspect me? Possible attempted homicide.
Well, your cooperative behavior, right?
We're going to
Keep an eye there associated.
At this point, Corporal Church, meanwhile, Officer Posadas attempts to shed a little more light on
Similar nature to the description.
Of what description?
An American descent.
With this information, you can see how a cop would suspect. It was determined there were actually two suspects. One white. It seems as though the cops are ignoring every sign and targeting the scene.
My buddies that just left, they were also in a fucking mouth. I don't want to fucking talk.
You're not going to tell me how to talk, all right?
He's
Currently recording on his phone, but he's highly, very upset right now.
Why are you not?
Tell me why I have to ID.
Well, Colorado state law says you do.
Need to ask for Aaron's name despite having already been told by his friends what happens when Aaron instead asks for the sergeant's name.
You are a public servant. I'm asking for your name and badge number.
We had an incident happen here.
Wait, hold on. First, please give me your name.
It's important to note that the Grand Junction Police Department require police aware of why they targeted him so directly at the scene. But in the official police exit to the hotel, and there the road ahead of him was closed, leaving him listening to Aaron's dashcam footage. As you'd expect, an internal affairs investigation was launched into the office, his own lawsuit against the Grand Junction Police Department. But as of this